Welcome back to part 9 of A Plague Tale Innocence Trophy Guide and Walkthrough. Thank you for joining me back here again. We are starting out at the beginning of chapter 15.
We need to light the fires.
We're back at our base camp, and Lucas is over there talking to us. You can interact with a few of the items around here, but really you want to go and pick up as much as you can. We are running very low on time to be able to upgrade our last 2 upgrades. There on that hearth right next to Lucas there is a tool. Do not forget to pick that up. Here we're gonna exit through this door. Lucas is just talking to us for a second, and I just fast forwarded it. Go through the door that brings you to the tree. There is an item on the stool immediately to the left. Come through the next door, and this brings us back to the main room. Be sure to pick up the item on the left when you enter. When you go forward, take the room to the right, and in here we can find an item, and we can also find Herbarium number 12, the rock foils. This is super important. We are almost finished with the herbs. So when you exit out, this is back in the sleeping room. You can check out all the gifts there. All of the gifts are completed, so you can see all of them at once. We still have our workbench over here, and there are items scattered around the room. It does look a little different than last time, but pretty much it's still the same.
No, it doesn't smell peppery enough.
If you come out over here, this leads down to that crypt area, and it also leads down to the laboratory. We're going to go down to the crypt area first. Down here you can interact with the tomb and just say a little prayer for Hugo, because even though the last time we saw Amicia, she was in a fever dream, unfortunately Hugo really has been taken, as we saw in the last chapter where we played as him. But we do know he reunited with his mother, so there's that.
Look after him if you can.
Once you're finished praying, you can come back up the stairs and go into the laboratory and pick up any items hanging around in here. All the items are going to be different than last time, and they'll also be in different places. Here I'm just making a few consumables.
Lucas spent the night here again.
We'll be using some coming up here pretty soon, and this will give us a chance to make sure that we can pick up everything around here.
Don't end up with them everywhere.
That we have a full inventory of items, and that we also have quite a bit already crafted for what's coming up. So once you're finished with this room, you can climb back up the stairs. Come back around to where the workbench is, and we're going to go out the door on the workbench side. There are a few items here as well. Climb up these stairs, and it looks like we still cannot get out from this area, but there is a cord there, so just head back down. Once you've completed everything, we're going to have to go down these stairs and exit out through this wooden door. And you'll see Melly and Arthur having an argument. We're going to fast forward this just because it takes a while to get through the dialogue. Melly is going to go and help Lucas to unlock a frozen chest. And Arthur and Amicia are going to prep the castle for nightfall. When you're ready, just interact with him and he'll come and help to move the braziers.
I'm sorry. It just helps me sleep better knowing the pit is
Now,
secure at night.
I'm going to go ahead and speed this up as well. Because, you know, this takes a while.
There you go.
Once you're finished with that, be sure and backtrack to pick up any items that are just hanging around.
You really like your Ignifer, don't you?
We'll be coming up on another workbench
All right,
soon.
if you say so.
So we want to make sure that we have everything that we need. Go down the stairs.
All right, that's it.
Is everything all right, Roderick?
Everything's fine.
And you'll be prompted to look. We need to go up there and meet Rod. I know, no one calls him Rod but me, but it's just easier. Here I am just running around looking for items to collect. There are always several in this main courtyard area where all the braziers are. So grab all the ones that you can while you can. I know it sometimes seems like it takes a while to get all this stuff done, but really in the grand scheme of things it's not much. We're just making absolutely sure that we can get everything upgraded by the end.
Forgotten.
And there are just so many items, and we've made a complete circle. So I know we've looked at everything. Now here, I think I have to go up and speak to Rod before I can make my way over to the workbench. So we're going to come up here.
Right. You take that one?
One of these little towers where Roderick isn't has items, so be sure to grab those before we come over here and start interacting with
Hey, are you all right?
with these guys.
Yes.
We're gonna go ahead and speed this up too. It's just dialogue, you know, teenagers flirting or whatever. So what we want to do now is move the brazier to the left,
Let's go and make sure
and
the braziers will
Arthur
come to the edge.
should light it.
Nobody's going to be able to climb out of that pit.
It moves so
system is
slow. I
here
felt
for a
like it
reason.
moved faster last time we had to do all this.
Arthur, Melly is tired of running.
Millie
They're
and
both
I are
moved
not
over to
people
the
like
pit.
But perhaps Melly isn't like you either.
you. All right, I get it. You handle the brazier on the ramparts. I'll handle these ones.
So now we'll come down here and we'll get a prompt to show us which brazier we need to light. So go ahead and throw some ignifier on that. Arthur should take care of those. And then we can get this one here too. And that should be all of them. Now once that's completed, we can climb up this ladder and head over to where the workbench is. Be sure to grab the items that are scattered around before heading over there. There's the workbench, and that door is open on the side of it.
You
Be
see,
sure to run to the
tell
back and
yourself
grab
that
that
we have
leather.
something here, and we need people like you to keep it
And
safe.
here you can come downstairs, and there are more items here on that chest, including a tool. So once you're ready, come on over to the workbench, and we have enough to upgrade the last two equipments. It looks like I'm going for the sling first,
This should make things a
which
little
earns
easier.
us the Not a Toy Anymore trophy. And we will be able to finish the Attirol once we have 2 more pieces of leather. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Only 1 more upgrade to go. I remember years ago when I first played this game, I did have to go back and have another playthrough to get everything I needed. I could not do it all in one run the first time around. So this is really nice to get it all done in once. Anyway, go back over to the brazier and push it closer to the pit
I finished.
once you're finished upgrading whatever you need to upgrade, because once we do that, we're going to get a cutscene,
That's never happened
and
before.
unfortunately we'll be overrun with rats again.
The ladder in the red area. If we can reach it, we'll be able to get to the tower.
Use your brazier. I'll open a way for you on my side.
So that's just showing us where we need to get to. We're going to have to push this brazier all the way back so that we can clear a pathway to get to safety. Which means we're probably going to have to use quite a bit of ignifier. So make sure that you have some crafted. And keep an eye out for those rat tornadoes, because they will go and take your braziers out.
No, quick.
Every time you get on that ladder, as soon as the animation starts, you will see that there's a tornado nearby. Don't panic, that is supposed to happen.
I have to get to the one on the rampart.
Holy shit!
This is going to happen quite a bit, so just keep your eyes peeled and be ready with lots of ignifier and your sling.
Or I'll die here.
Amicia, I'll get a brazier your way. Try to reach it.
All right, I'm counting on you.
When it prompts you to look, you might want to, just so that you have a better idea of where the tornadoes are coming from, because this is a pretty large area and there are a lot of visual obstacles, so you don't exactly know where they're coming from all the time.
Here, take cover.
Now, here, we need to light that brazier and run over to it, and then Arthur will move it for us. So all we have to do is make sure to keep all of the rat tornadoes away so it doesn't take our flame out. So just kind of keep your head on a swivel as you're following this brazier,
I'll move the other one for you.
Please hurry.
because they can be behind you, they can be in front of you. And when you get a chance, make sure to craft more, because these things are relentless.
Hurry, I'll get you out of there.
Jeez. Sometimes you can see them and sometimes you can't. Okay, so light this brazier, and then Arthur will move it for us.
One by one.
Don't forget that when you stop to craft, Amicia does stop in her tracks.
Yes, you're there.
Oh, that was close. That was really close. Okay, so here we are. We need to climb up this ladder.
Lord, I thought we'd never make it.
Are you all right?
Yes, thanks. It's up to you
And
now.
now we're going to have to help
I'll get you there.
Arthur to be able to get to where we are, because he's stuck in the middle.
What the hell's going on, Amicia? I tried to get in before, but never like that. How come?
How do I know?
So go ahead and push this brazier along the outer wall,
Attacking.
Oh, come on. They're rats, not the English army.
and he should be able to hop down right here,
I've only seen this once
and then you don't even have to let it go, just start backing up.
Leave it to me.
Now you'll see there are rat tornadoes. You'll have to stop, get rid of them, and then continue pulling. I think we have to stop one more time before we make it over to the stairs.
More of them. Really want a piece of me.
I don't believe it. What's happening? Why
Yeah, you
now?
can see it spinning now. There's 2 of them. That was really close.
I'm here.
But now we should be home free. Arthur can climb up the ladder now so we can let go.
It's all right. Come on, let's go join the others inside.
And then we can go and meet
Amicia,
all
they're not
of
kids
the
anymore.
other gang
They're used to
members.
I don't want to take any more risks. I'm not going to lose anyone else. What I'd really like is to be as far away from here as possible.
Well, I'm not a magician, huh?
Here I did run past just to see, and it does look like there is one lonely item over there. Once we open up the door, there will be a cutscene.
Hugo! It was
Ellie, what are you doing
It
at the
was
door?
Hugo! Amicia! What have they done to him?
Now,
The rats. He was. He can control them. Yes.
Amicia just saw Hugo
Where does that go?
with Sir
Don't
Nicholas.
panic. The
So
castle was
she's
designed
very
for this kind of
confused and doesn't
situation.
really understand what's going on. We're just going to take off running with everyone else.
Listen, I have to talk to Hugo.
And do you remember that passage that Rod pointed out to us a few
Amicia,
chapters back?
he's right.
That's where we need to go. And it does turn into a cutscene. We go ahead and skip it, and when you come back into having control of Amicia, all you have to do is walk backwards to begin with. So just hold down the back button, she will back away, and you can see Sir Nicholas is trying to goad Hugo into sending the rats to kill Amicia. And he's only, what, 5 maybe? He doesn't understand.
Touch him, you bastard!
Bastard. He gave himself up because you betrayed
So just keep going backwards, and if you look up and to your left, you'll see Arthur sneaking around on the top of the wall. So once you fall, you can look up and give a signal, and Arthur will push down the scaffolding. Once this is done, unfortunately, Sir Nicholas has killed Arthur. And now we are in a boss fight of sorts. So what we need to do is keep away from Sir Nicholas. And we need to take out, see the torches on the end? Once you knock out a torch that's on the outer wall, the rats will come up from the ground. And then you can use Hugo's ability to call the rats, and they will attack Sir Nicholas. Once you do it the first time, when Sir Nicholas comes back, he has a flaming sword. So we're going to try and stay out of his way, keep out of sight and well hidden, and just sneak around to where we can see the next torch. See, every time you knock out a torch, the rats come. He's going to walk around, and we need to throw Extinguish on his sword before we call the rats to attack. And the next time he comes back, which of course, third time's the charm, his armor as well as his sword will all be in flames. He does become more aggressive each time you have the rats attack him. So if you do have to get up and start running away, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. Just try to break the line of sight as quickly as possible. Also, if you see the, I don't know what happened. I guess I moved my camera so the rats didn't go to him. But if you try to throw Extinguish at him head on, if he's looking at you, he can block it. See, he just blocked it. So you want to sneak up on him in order to get his sword and his armor extinguished. Also, if you've noticed, Hugo has great control now over the rats. He can walk by them and they don't attack him. Okay, we got him. Sir Nicholas is no more. And we have completed chapter 15 and earned the Remembrance trophy. So now we're going into chapter 16, Coronation. And by far, this is the hardest chapter in the game. By far.
That's enough hanging around. Hey, wait!
So, we're a man down. We don't have Arthur with us anymore.
Can't we help her?
That's why we're here.
But
To help you get
everyone
revenge.
has
And to
left
keep her
now.
alive.
We got
We
the
are
kid
all
and the rats. We're
trying to
invincible.
find a way
He's 5 years old.
to get to Beatrice. And in order to do that, we have to get to
Melly,
Vitalis.
calm down. Those fucking rats
He's
blocked
the
the
arch
safest
nemesis
entrance.
here. He's the one that has been trying to
We don't have a choice.
brainwash
We have to try the great
Hugo
door.
and steal his
Watch out.
blood. So
Melly, wait!
we've got our work
Is
cut out
he
for
angry
us.
with me?
When you first enter into this town, you can look along the sides of the road for different consumable items. Make sure to look everywhere because, as you know, we are 2 leathers shy of our final upgrade. So be on the lookout for that specifically. We're also going to need quite a bit of extinguish, quite a bit of ignifier. So all those regular items we'll need. Once the cutscene here ends, just send Rod over to take out that guard. It's no problem. There are no other guards in this area at the moment. Once he is taken care of,
It's changed a lot since last time.
we're gonna, once you see that you have the look button, if you look to the right,
Gonna get a surprise.
there's an alley. Where that X is painted, there's an alley back here. You want to come back here. You can send Rod to take out that guard. And once you do, you can see that we have the Alchemist cart. The final one, which earns us the resource sharing trophy for finding all 5 Alchemist carts. Here, we still need those 2 pieces of leather, so we cannot upgrade the Attirol. We do have plenty of tools. So at this point, the alchemy doesn't take any of the same items. So if you wanted to start upgrading your alchemy at this point, technically I guess you could, because you have plenty of resources and you have plenty of tools. Just be absolutely sure that you're not using anything that is required for your final equipment upgrade. So here I'm going to craft some more extinguish because we need some rats.
So they're the ones who destroyed
Once you take out that light, the rats will come up from the ground. And Hugo can direct them over to those guards just to get them out of our way. In some ways, this chapter is a lot easier than the others because you have the ability to move the rats where you want, but in other ways, it's much, much harder. So before we go straight, we want to turn to the right down this small little alley and pick up any items that you see just hanging around. But what we really want is around this left corner here. It's curiosity number 25, discipline. So we have only 1 more curiosity to go. So now we're back on the main path. We're going to sneak up these stairs here, and we need to take out that torch. Let the rats flow free. And there are several guards around here. You'll want to take out the archer up top first. So where my camera's looking, you can see him there. Take him out first, because if you start going after other guards before taking him out, he will get you with an arrow so fast your head will spin. Then we want to take out this skinny guard that has no helmet and let the rats take him. Then over there is an armored guard who had a lantern and he has a shield, but once you take out his lantern, he's vulnerable to the rats. So just get those guys out of there, and then you can explore along on this side. There are a few other guards up ahead to the left. That's just some extra rats for us. Boy, it's really nice that we don't have to worry about them eating us anymore. Take out that torch, more rats will come, and most of the time that guard is not fast enough to escape the rats, but this time he was. So, it's just a little bit of extra work for us, not too bad. Here, we're just gonna wait until we can send the rats to him. this will cause the other guard to come along, but he's got a light. Once you take it out with extinguish, the rats will just do their job. So now we're completely free to run around. If you need more rats, these torches that are inside of those rat nests, you can take those out and more rats will pop up from the ground, but I think we're set for right now. Just follow along around the border of this area, checking for any items anywhere that could be useful. When you come over to where the guard was, that was an archer, you can go up those stairs. And on the post here is a tool. There isn't anything else over here. That archer didn't have anything on him, but it's worth going up there just to grab that tool. Then we can come over here because that's where we need to go, down that alley that's burning. We're just checking the other side here. This is where we were hiding before. See here in this little corner, this is where we were hiding before. So I just double checked to make sure there was nothing on that side. And now we can get out of here. There's nothing else for us in this area. Here we're going to duck down underneath these burning beams. And again, we have two guards. You want to make sure that Roderick takes out the guard with the helmet and we take out the unhelmeted guard. And that is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Around the back side of this fence are a couple of items. And then we'll have to have Roderick come and open up this. I guess it's a portcullis. I'm not sure. You just direct him to open it and we can pass underneath and he'll follow us. This area can be quite tricky. There are several guards that are here. We need to use extinguish, so craft quite a bit in order to pull rats into this area. And then once we clear it out, even more guards are going to show up. But don't worry, we are going to take care of everything relatively smoothly. So here we do want to wait for these guys to come by, because once they see us, they're going to go after us. Make sure you took out that torch over there and send the rats to the guards. There should be two to the left of where we're hiding behind this cart. There are some that are up top. If they walk down out of the light, you can send the rats to them, but most likely they are not going to do that. So just try to stay out of their sight or stay hidden. I like to come around here because for some reason this tree and bush combination that I'm next to is great camouflage. The guards seem to just be blinded by the bushes. I don't know what it is. This is a super safe spot. So we're just going to wait here for their exclamation point meters to go down, and then they'll go back to their normal path that they usually take in this area. Okay, so they're not looking for us anymore. We're going to climb up here and hang out behind this little wooden fence. And from here, we should be able to take out the archer. You want to get rid of him as quickly as possible. Then we can extinguish that light, which will give us even more rats. And once that guard comes over here, we'll send the rats over to him and c'est tout fini. Here is a piece of leather, super important. Roderick's going to run over and talk to Lucas and Melly, but we are not going to go meet them yet. We are going to scour this area for any and all usable items. It is nice that you can see them shining You know, they don't like constantly glow or anything, but it is nice to have that visual cue sometimes, because with all these rats running around,
Amicia, you're
um,
alive.
it
Listen,
can
Botanist is
get
at the cathedral.
pretty
That's where I'm going
disorienting.
with the
Looks
whole
like we got our
camp.
final piece of leather. As long as we don't have to craft any more luminosa, we should be fine.
The one that's
So
on fire.
here,
We can't go back. Go.
we
We'll
can
meet you
look
on
at
the
what
other
they're
side.
talking about.
Careful.
They're
Come
wanting
on.
us to go
The
into
house.
that burning house. So I guess that's what we're going to have to do. Those doors there, those wooden doors, we're going to have to go inside of there before we continue on. We just can't do it quite yet. So right here, we're going to try to open that door. It won't open. Roderick says he's going to break it down, but you want to run away first. Get away from there, because guards are going to pop out of those doors I just pointed out to you.
We'll handle them.
Hide behind this tree bush combo. This is the sweet spot. None of the guards are going to see us when we're hiding right here, which is absolutely amazing. So that guard's going to walk by. There's going to be one that walks up to us. And he comes right there, and he will not see us. It's the magic bush. We're just going to wait. They're all still on alert because they just burst in and saw all their buddies are dead. So now they're calming down. We can hop out here and try to get his lantern. Oops, we missed, but that's okay. We'll get his lantern and we'll throw extinguish on his torch, and then the rats will take care of the rest. Roderick's hiding around here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where he goes to hide, but it looks like there's only one guard left. We'll get some extinguish ready. We can take both of those torches out, and the rats will take care of that problem. Oh, there's one more. We have one more. We just need to put extinguish on his whatever that weapon is, and the rats take care of him. So now we can go in the wooden doors that they came from. So here, Hugo and Amicia are going to have a little conversation. You can look around for items as we pass through here. And you can see something shining over there. This is our final herbarium, number 13, the Christmas rose. And for our trouble, we get the Botanist trophy for collecting every one of Hugo's herbariums.
Thank you, Hugo. Let's go.
There you go. Easy as pie. So now we're checking out the codex. We have all 13 herbarium. We already know we have all of the gifts, and we have only one curiosity to go. So let's head back and see what that burning house is all about. I don't know why I stopped and took a break. Maybe I was just out of breath from all that running and dragging Hugo along. So up here, you can see that Roderick's already inside of the house. We're going to have to use extinguish to be able to pass through the doorway.
Roderick, are you with us?
To hell and back.
In here, we're going to go to the left. Be sure to pick up any items that you see, and we're going to duck underneath that burning beam.
Careful.
Here, we have to ask Roderick to open up that door. Don't forget the leather on the seat to the right when you're facing the door. Now we go in and follow him. We'll have to go down these stairs.
Hugo, you beat the captain.
And then we'll have to throw some extinguish at the door.
You're a tough guy.
And then have Roderick push it because it's actually just some sort of shelving that's blocking the way.
This must be the exit.
Once you get in here, be sure to check out everything before we exit. And then this is a point of no return door once again. So we're done with that. Now out here in this alleyway, there's just one lone guard. Send Roderick to take care of him. And just collect the items.
That's one less.
Then we can move on. We're going to stay crouched because there are more guards up ahead. Now here, there are 3 guards. None of them have helmets. So go ahead and take them all out with your sling if you want to. You can. See, I was throwing the wrong thing. That was my problem. I was throwing extinguish instead of rocks. There are times when you can send Roderick to go and take them down, but they always seem to move out of range before I can send him. Now here we save these poor townsfolk for an extra 15 seconds before those archers decided to take them out. So be aware there are archers there. Do not try to go on that bridge. Pick up the items on the cart. And if you look here, you can see, well, it's making me look the other way. But near where we entered, you can see this door here. If you open it up and look at the next door, it's locked by a chain on the other side. So we need to make our way around and open up that lock. So head around, go through the rat's nest. And when you get to the end, if you look in the little crack, you can see the chain and break it with your sling. This is going to take us to the special chapter specific trophy for chapter 16. So just make your way back around and through that door. And we're going to have a little cutscene with Roderick because apparently this place is
What's going on?
very special to him.
Let's go.
It can't be.
Roderick.
There's nothing left.
Did they burn your house down?
It was my father's forge, where I grew up. It's where...
I know how you feel, but you're still alive, and your roots, they can never take that away from you.
You're right. I know who I am. Come on. We have to save your mother.
You'll see. Mummy's lovely.
We'll go
So
together.
here you can see Roderick
find
has
another
his
castle.
emotional moments,
Fine
and
by
then
me.
it's right back to business. And for our trouble, we get the Blacksmith trophy. That is for finding the Blacksmith forge. So now we're going to just head back to where we came. And I don't know if you guys noticed it, but on the other side of this seemingly horseless cart, there is a workbench. There are no other items in here, so you can look around if you like, but there's nothing. So just head on over to the workbench. And lucky for us, we have everything we need to make our final equipment upgrade. And with that, we have earned a handful of pockets because we have upgraded absolutely all of our equipment. Finally. So from here, we're going to end the video. We'll pick up right here in part 10. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you have found this helpful. And I can't wait to see everyone in our final part, part 10.
Roderick,
Until
if
then,
we push it to the port palace,
Kaji
it will give us cover.
always
Hugo
has
will be protected
wares.
behind it.